What happens when you take the raw, unrelenting power of a Berserker and build an entire game around it? The first Berserker Khazan is on the horizon, and it looks like a brutal, fast-paced action RPG ready to test our skill and patience. But how exactly does it stack up against the titans of the genre? Is it just another hack and slash, or is it bringing something new to the table? Let's figure it out. Developed by Nexon, the first Berserker Khazan is an action RPG inspired by dark fantasy themes, focusing on brutal combat and an immersive story. Players take on the role of Khazan, a fallen hero turned fugitive, seeking vengeance in a world filled with treachery and dark forces. The game promises visceral melee combat, a deep progression system, and a heavy focus on storytelling. And hey, if you would like to help me continue my story, remember to like and subscribe and ring that notification bell. That way you can stay caught up with all things action ARPG. Now, let's talk about the big question though. How does First Berserker Khazan compare to other action RPGs out there? For example, like Dark Souls and Nioh. Khazan is going to embrace a dark fantasy setting and punishing difficulty, rewarding precision, dodging, parrying, and well-timed attacks. It also is going to share that methodological combat pacing with Nioh, making every encounter a deadly duel rather than just a mindless hack and slash. If you enjoyed games like Lies of P, you will also recognize the deliberate weight behind each attack. It's not just about spamming buttons, it's about timing and precision. Khazan appears to adopt a similar philosophy, making players think before they actually swing. However, unlike Soul-like games, Khazan does seem to offer a more fluid and stylish combat akin to games like Devil May Cry, allowing for combo-changing juggles and dynamic movement. This could be the defining feature that sets it apart, in which this might be the virtual nail in the coffin for this game because there are so many action RPG games out there at the moment which are capitalizing on this fast-paced action decision-driven combat style, in which tends to get player populations to dissipate as they've played through the game once or twice because there's no depth to the game itself. It is all just the action combat. So what makes the first Berserker Khazan stand out in a genre filled with incredible titles? A few things come to mind. True to its name, the game features a Berserker system that rewards aggression. Unlike Soul-likes that encourage patience, Khazan might be pushing players to embrace the chaos, unleashing devastating attacks and rage-fueled abilities. A strong emphasis on story-driven gameplay is another key feature. The game follows Khazan's personal struggle, which means every battle has a purpose. If done right, this could elevate it beyond just being another action ARPG, and from what we've seen, Khazan offers deep customization, allowing players to modify their fighting style. This could mean varied playstyles, keeping combat fresh, and possibly replayability. Of course, with every new release, there are concerns. For example, Nexon's track record, because it has a history of hit or miss titles. With Khazan, it could be a polished experience or just another live service mess. You never know until you jump in. And I don't have a beef with Nexon here, because games like the first Descendant literally had me grinding for months to get the Descendant components, to get the new Descendants, and continue down that game path. My only issue is sometimes it falls a little bit shallow and only turns into the grind and then money, and then there's nothing else. Also, balance and difficulty could come out being a big issue here. Will it find the right balance between challenge and frustration, or will it be another too hard for the sake of being hard experience? Also, content and longevity has to be considered when looking at this game, because how much replayability will it actually have? Will it be a one and done campaign, or will there be reason to return? At the end of the day, the first Berserker Khazan looks like an exciting addition to the action RPG scene. Whether it rises to the level of Nioh, Lies of P, or Devil May Cry, only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, it's a game worth keeping an eye on. Are you excited for Khazan? What do you think it needs to stand out? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming deep dives. I'll see you guys next time.